Hey guys, this is Chuckets with Simply Vegas Realty, realtor out here in Las Vegas and Nevada. Today I want to talk about purchasing land and the things that you really need to look out for. And there's a lot of people that actually buy land and they're not familiar on how to purchase land, and they work with a certain agent and they come out to find out that the land that they bought, you can't really develop anything on that land, or you can't build a certain type of home or a certain type of square footage, the elevation. So here's the thing: if you are looking to purchase land to actually build a custom home, there's a couple things that you need to factor in and things that you need to do during your due diligence period. So here are a couple things. When you're purchasing land, you need to find out, okay, where is the sewage line tapped in? Or are you going to go with the main sewage line with the city, or do you have an option to do a septic tank? Also, you want to see what those costs are to do that stuff. Also, the power line. Is the power line set in front of the lot or in the back of the lot, or do you got to run the power line? Also with the cable too as well. Now, keep in mind when you do this and you're under contract, a couple things that you should always test for is a soil sample to the property. Okay, you don't want to build the property, next thing you know it, the foundation is starting to crack because now the property is starting to settle in. Also, what's also very important, okay, and this is what I really highly recommend that you do, is actually have a survey to the land, because you may be buying a property that's 2.5 acres and it's really not 2.5 acres. So you need to have somebody to go out there that's certified to actually survey the land, and you know where your lot line is. Now, also, while you are doing this during your due diligence period and you are planning to build a custom home, number one, you got to get with the city, okay, and with the planning and code. And the reason why this is important is because what happens if you buy a 2.5 acre lot, but the home that you want to build is 5,000 square feet for a single family residence, but however, the county will not approve you of that. So that's why you need to do all this homework all up front within your due diligence period. And also, one of the common mistakes that custom home builders will actually make when buying a property is it really even feasible to actually buy the land, run all the utility lines, and actually build a custom home? One of the most expensive costs of building a custom home is actually the interior of the home. The more options that you have and the more upgrades you have, it's going to cost you more. So you have to calculate all these numbers in account when you're actually building a custom home. The reason why this is important is because what happens if you spend $250,000 on a lot, you're running cable, utility line, sewage, now you're into it, let's just say for like $375 at this point, now you build a custom home. Now you add all that up together and you're spending about $600 a square foot just for that lot and also that home. But then you can go to the Ridges and buy a custom home, right, in the Ridges or Queens Ridge for $500 a square foot, which they have security guard, they have all these amenities as far as a golf course, luxury living, and you have all custom homes all right next to it, so it maintains the value of that community. So now you have to compare the product that you are buying and building versus the product that's currently out there, because eventually in the long run you may be selling that home and you don't want to sell it as a loss. So just keep that in mind. It's very important that you actually do your homework when you actually buy land. That's the number one thing, and that's a common mistake that people actually do, is just buy a piece of dirt and they're under the assumption it is zoning for single family residence, and even though it's zoned for single family residence, what can you actually build there? Is the home set up front or set up back? So there's a lot of compensating factors when purchasing land. Now, if you guys have any questions regarding the things that you need to be looking out for, or you need some general idea, feel free to give us a call at any time. I will have that contact information on the link below, also with my email, okay? I'm sorry, not the link below, but the description below. Also, do me a big favor. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, okay? Also, there's a notification button, okay? Hit that notification button. The reason why that's important is because every day I'm trying to provide as much as content as possible. So if you're just getting into the housing market out here in Las Vegas and Henderson and want to be updated consistently, because the market out here changes like every 90 days, believe it or not. Okay, it's very important that you get updated so that way when you are ready to actually pull the trigger, you know exactly what's going on within the housing market. It's all about education. Okay, other than that, thanks for tuning into this channel. I'm Chuck It's Crusoe with Simply Vegas.